I just say, oh my gosh, I wish them well in hell.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Hey, Mom.
What's up?
Welcome back to Moms Actually. My name is Morgan.
And I'm Blair.
And we have Brooke Ashley here. We are so excited to have you. Thank you so much for being here.
Gosh, thank you guys so much for having
I'm
me.
glad.
I just think you guys are such powerful, amazing women,
Wow,
and I'm so blessed and honored to be here. So thank you.
Well, thank you. Now, if you have never heard of Brooke Ashley Hall, I don't know why not, but just brag on yourself just a little bit and let them know who you are and what you do.
Oh, thank you so much. My name is Brooke Ashley Hall, and I am the mother of the Beverly Halls. And I am a mother, I'm a wife. I have 3 beautiful, amazing, young, handsome men in my house. They are 14, 7, and 2, Braylon, Mark Hannon, and Caden. And I love them so much. I always say, like, when people ask what do I do for a living, I'm a mother. I'm a wife. Like, those are my top 2 priorities. Online, I'm a lifestyle content creator. I specialize in aesthetic content. I like to just show the best version of myself because I notice that it helps people either with stress relief and things like that. Like, I want my content to be a place where people feel good and that they're encouraged whenever they watch what we have to share. So that's a little bit about me.
Okay. Now, if you guys are new to the platform, this is your moment. Right here is the time to do what, Blair?
Press that button. Which button?
Subscribe.
Yes.
Right now. We are so gracious that we're actually gonna give you a moment to do it. We're not even gonna pass by.
Yep.
All right, okay. So let's get into conversation. But before we do,
We play our favorite game. Have you wondered why this exists on the
I
couch?
was looking. I'm like, ooh, okay.
yes,
You're not
the
in
paddles
trouble.
are back.
So we're gonna play a little game. It is called It's Giving Motherhood.
Okay.
So we are going to ask you some yes or no questions or some either or questions.
Okay.
Gold is yes or the first option we give you.
Okay.
White is no or the second option we give you.
Okay.
And as always, the first answer,
Is the right answer.
yes, trust your gut.
Yes.
Trust your gut. So
Don't
we're gonna
think
do
about it too
that
long.
and have a little conversation around it. So
Okay.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do you think that social media portrays an unrealistic image of motherhood?
Yes.
Oh, it depends.
Why does it depend?
Why?
Because you got the realistic moms now, sometimes, you know? I feel like it's which version you're getting. Because, like, on stories, it's a little bit more of a realistic
That's
mom.
true.
And then
Okay.
on, like, feed, it's a little bit more unrealistic mom.
Right.
Yes.
TikTok is very realistic everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I feel like Instagram's a little bit more curated.
Yes.
And it also boils down to the creator. Like, is the intention of the creator to be aesthetic and show that they are perfect? Or is the intention to show that they are real and relatable? Because I feel like that kind of drives the content. So I'm kind of like,
My answer is her answer.
Yeah, I mean, that makes
I
sense.
pick her answer.
That makes sense, because it's almost like when we're dressed up on, you know, the show, but then on stories and on live, we are very much so in our t-shirts and fun and eating our snacks and, you know, all of that. So
so it depends.
Yeah, some
Which version?
that.
Yeah.
Which one do we pick today?
You kind of changed my mind a little bit. Okay. Does the biological parent have the final say over discipline?
I'm gonna say no.
Where's
No.
the no one? This one.
Yeah,
No.
no.
I was about to do this, but no. It's
Yeah.
fair to say no.
Yeah, I'm a stepmom. I have like the most amazing kid ever. So I think there's only ever been one situation, but it was already handled. So I, you know, it wasn't about me. So, but I know I have that leeway if I needed to do something. We all talk really well together.
Yeah.
Me, her mom, and of course her dad. So
Yeah. That's the same, like, in my household. My husband is my oldest son's stepfather. And I feel like at the beginning of our marriage, we did really, like, kind of buck heads. I'm like, why? Like, but he could also see something that I didn't see. And as the biological parent, I'm always pro-child, like, you can't tell my child this. And I feel like that was
how'd that go?
It's not good. Like, it's not a good, and I never really said that out of my mouth, but it was more so my intentions were like, don't say that. That's not, but then I had to kind of open my eyes when your kid starts doing things and you're like, okay, I see what they're doing. And now I married you, you come first, whether his biological dad is in the picture or not, you still have the say to say, hey, he needs disciplined and it's out of love. And I think as long as it's out of love, like whichever parent, if you're in a married union, any parent, step parent,
Yes.
whatever.
And that's what my answer. I was gonna say I too am a blended family, and it's no one has the final say because we should be a team.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it does not start out that way. I'm not gonna hold you, but over time and just maturity and all of that all that stuff, growth. Everyone should be involved, especially if we want to continue to just be and do the best for the child.
Yeah, absolutely. These are good.
So, do you have any close friends that aren't moms?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
She had to think about it.
I had to think of it. I think at a point, one of my closest friends wasn't a mom. She's a mom now, but she wasn't, but she was probably a better mom than me.
Right. I think I'm so grateful for the friends that are not moms, even though, of course, like one day, great, so excited for you. Yeah. But like, I kind of need them to be the break. I need them to be the person to remind me who I am and, that I'm not just a mom and that I can do other things. So I'm very grateful for the aunties, okay?
Yeah. I'm like trying to count how many friends do I have.
Oh,
what number did we reach?
I didn't reach.
Yeah. You have a lot?
No, not a lot.
Has it always been that
most
way?
of the ones, honestly, I don't really have any. Like I have one good friend that's from like my hometown, and like she's down. She's a mom, She's obviously we're about the same age, and I feel like I don't know off the top of my head. Most of my friends are moms, but I don't really have that many friends. I'll be honest. I really like stay in my house and I stay to my husband and my family. As awkward as that is, but I've just learned like sometimes friendships, they're so valuable, and I really value my friendships. So I'm very like picky about which ones are there, and I don't really like to. It's not that I don't like single women because that's not what I want to say. I've been single and I've been without kids, but they're just not in my season of life either.
Yeah,
so it's almost sometimes I feel like I don't have that much to resonate with or to even speak to them about. And it's not that they're wrong or I'm right or I'm better or they're not or vice versa, but it's more so to me like
they're living a different lifestyle.
Yeah, like what can I talk to you about? And they tend to have more time than you as well.
That's true.
And to invest into a friendship. And I know I don't, and I don't want to be a bad friend either. So I'm kind of like,
that's a good point.
It's not that I don't have friends, it's just I'm very like, I don't want to say like I'm a mean friend or like I'm not intentional about friends.
I say all the time. I'll say all the time. I'm a bad friend.
She's not a bad friend. I know what you saying that.
But I know what you mean. It's like you don't think to text first sometimes, or you're not like the one inviting them out all the time. Like it's like, oh, you exist, but it's not a priority.
Like some people are just really good friends. Like they're just like, hey, how are you doing this morning? How are your kids? How are you? And I'm like, oh my God, I suck. Like I am not that friend. And I wish that I could be, but like I'm balancing so much, and I feel like other moms can relate sometimes. Like you're just balancing so much, you can't really be too intentional.
And you feel like it's not a priority.
Yes, but not, I almost like it's too scary because I don't want to give you too much, and then you feel like I'm doing something wrong when I'm not giving you enough.
Oh, that's that is a good point. You don't want to do anything you can't keep up with.
That's
with any relationship, I think. With any relationship.
I'm gonna come back to the friend thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back to that. This is really good. Okay, so do you ever feel like you need a break from being a mom?
Yeah.
I think the only way to be healthy, like how do you say that? Healthy?
That sounded nice.
Healthily?
Yeah, that sounded good.
To parent in a healthy way, I think you need to take the break and to be able to let your hair down. And, obviously you're always going to be a mom, but to take a break from momming would be very nice. And I find that I come back a better person.
Yes.
When you, exactly. Especially like for myself and my husband, like we homeschool. We have two. One is in high school, one is in middle school, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're around our kids legit all the time. So I think it's nice, like even just right now, a little 24-hour break away, and then just come back. It's very needed.
Yeah. I think anything you do, you need a break.
Everything.
Something you absolutely love, something you don't like. Too much of anything. You need a break. Period.
And you're still a good mom.
Yes.
Even though you're saying you need a break, it does not make you a bad mom. I know mom guilt loves to just slither in, but you are still a good mom if you take a break. Okay?
Absolutely.
You're a better mom.
Yes.
Promise.
Exactly. And we shouldn't shame other moms.
Yes, we should not.
Yes.
Like
that judgment, like, oh, where are your kids?
Who's watching them?
Yes.
Oh,
That.
Not you. Would you like to?
Not you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
are you trying to go out or no?
You just want to be invited, don't you? That's why you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you live a completely private life if you made the same income you do now? I mean, I already do.
What do you mean, like a private?
Like,
private?
you know, like public life influencer, like people seeing what you do. And most of that's done to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I didn't have to be on the internet, I would not. Like, I've said
Like,
that
run me
since
my
day
check.
one. I'm like, if I could just be off the grid, that's what I call it, off the grid. Like, if I was privileged enough to just make the same money as I do as an influencer, as I do to just not, and to just exist, count me out. You never have to see my face again.
Wow.
She's like, if you don't like me, send me checks and you don't have to see me anymore.
And it's not that I don't like being on social media because I do like it, but it comes with so much. You know, there's so much responsibility and obligation, and like it's a full-time job.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not
100%.
a hard job, but it's an exhausting.
Oh, I think it's hard. Wait, it's not
hard. What do you mean?
I mean, like compared to like, okay, someone that's like working as a nurse or a doctor, like they have to go in and save
It's just a
someone's
different type
life.
of hard.
It's
But
a
you don't think
mental
something
hard.
you're like, so at work we say this sometimes, like, I think what we do can be life or death. Like, whether you post that post or not can really change somebody's life.
Well, it depends. If you're a good content creator,
But it can change someone's life for the worse, too. Like, you know, and of course there's like this, you know, silly, mundane stuff, but you just never know what can change somebody's life.
Right. And when you wake up and you show someone that you're prevailing through your testimony and your story, it helps. And I think that's what keeps me on the internet. It's because I'm like, I know somebody needed to hear this. I know somebody else is going through this. And then it makes you feel like almost the same reward as a nurse. Like when I go to work and I take care of someone, I know it's not the same. Like, because I don't want people to mix it up in the comments and be like,
someone's going to say something regarding
Brooke Ashley Hall said nurses are just as important as content creators.
We'll make sure to put that headline. That's going to be the headline. That's going to be the name of the name of our YouTube episode.
So that's definitely like not what I mean, but I definitely see the significance because you are. I mean, look at how many people you're reaching. You're not just reaching the 10 or 20, 30 people you're taking care of in a nursing home. You're reaching tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, millions of people every single day, and it is changing people's lives.
Yeah.
So
I said no because I started out on social media truly because I just like the same way like before it got to be a job. I literally use social media because I'm like, oh, I like to keep up with my friends and people. I've moved around a couple times, and I don't live close to family and friends and things like that. So I'm like, this is my way of communicating and showing what's going on today and things like that. My content will probably be different. But it's kind of like when people go from working in a church to volunteering. Like I'm now just doing this for fun. Not like for a job. So no, I would
actually probably drive myself crazy if I was completely off social media. So I can actually agree with that.
because I'm like, dang, like, where's everybody at? I love people too much. So.
Well, I would do stories nonstop. I wouldn't post anything on my page. I'd be like, that's what Gen Z does, right? Like they don't
just
put like their page is
but
like
that's
empty.
not a private life.
I guess not. But you can make it. You can like choose who. But I don't even
so I'm
do that.
wishy-washy then.
Yeah. Who knows?
I changed
something.
your
changed it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Gender reveal or keep it simple and private?
I've had three.
This time, I think if I had to do it one more time, I would do a gender reveal.
Really?
Because I didn't do any of the, for both of my pregnancies, I didn't do a maternity shoot. I didn't do a gender reveal. I did I did a baby shower for the first one, but it's like, I'm so good at like playing down things, and I wish I had those moments now.
I agree.
Like I didn't go to prom.
I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, we should do a prom.
It won't be prom.
Yes, we can just do a party. And dress up in prom.
I get to dress
That
out.
would be so cute.
I get to dress up now. I'm like, you gotta go then because you have to have the hair.
We can still do the hair. We're gonna do a whole mom prom. And it sounds really lame that I just said that.
Actually,
but we're gonna make it cool. We're gonna make it cool. Get your tickets. There's no link in the bio, I promise. But it will be one day.
I mean, who knows? Someone might be watching this like 5 years.
You're right. You never know. But mom prom coming soon.
Yes.
That's cute.
Yeah. Soonish.
What about you?
You know, for gender reveals, I only had one for my third baby. I think because by that time I could actually afford one. I feel like when I was pregnant with my first, I was like 15, 16. It wasn't like I needed to figure out how to get milk and diapers.
Yeah.
Not
They
like
weren't even a thing
throw
back then, were they?
No.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
just like a baby shower.
Yeah, and then my second one, you know, I get really sick too. So I don't know. The pregnancies have always been hard for me to have it be special.
Okay.
So by the third one, I was like, you know what, let's do it, because I was really hoping this one was going to be a girl.
I know. And I'm glad you can admit that, because people are like, I don't care. I'm like, you can care.
I have a gender preference.
Yes.
Like, I'm at the point where I might just do IVF.
Because you have so many, you got all the boys.
Yes, so I think like if I knew, well, then it's like if I know, then like what's the point of the gender reveal? Just to surprise the world? I don't know.
For the internet.
No, I have seen that where people do it for the internet. Not even big influencers, but or they do it to announce to their family.
Yeah.
So it's like they find out and then they share with their family that way.
Yeah.
I did the best gender reveal
What'd you
ever
do?
for my friend. It was the best one.
Ooh.
Every time you explain it, I'm like, this sounds stressful.
So she found out she was pregnant. She'd been trying for a while, so I wanted to make it a moment. So I got her a cake, and when she cut the cake, it was yellow inside. I got her like the picture, a paint thing where they painted their hands like the color of the gender, and they put it on a portrait, and it was gold. And then I got them the, like, what are those things? The streamers? Confetti things?
Poppers?
And it was white. And I did the thing where they had to hit the ball, and the stuff that came out was white. So they had to go through all these different stations
To find out.
Like, come
out.
on.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
that's cute.
It was supposed to be a candle that finally told them, but it was taking too long, so I just let them look at my phone at the end. I was like, here you go.
Go through all that just for it not to work.
Just to do it on the phone.
Yes.
But
Oh my gosh. But
fun.
very, very thoughtful.
Yes,
Claire.
you had to drag it out.
Yeah. See, she's a great friend.
Told you. I told you.
I had my moments.
Yes.
What about you?
I say keep it simple. I did a small gender reveal for my last one, but it wasn't. It literally was just for Rivers and I.
Okay.
But we went live on Facebook and Instagram at the time. So we literally were just outside of our home, had
cut a
one
cupcake?
balloon
Oh.
and popped it, and that was it. But it was literally just us and
Was it a big
Zoe
balloon?
and
That seems just so like...
No, it was one big balloon.
I just see this like sad little...
No. It was one big
Okay.
balloon. It was Zoe and Layla, and we just popped the balloon, and it was very special because it was our
It was a boy.
that
I
we
was like, was there jumping?
Oh yeah, it was funny. We both ran opposite ways instead of together.
Oh.
So we both like screamed and both ran, and we just disappeared from the camera, obviously. But yeah, I think I wouldn't, but yeah.
I think it's special when you don't have the other gender.
Yeah.
And then you
Yes.
find, like, that was a
Yes.
moment that you'll always remember, because
Yes.
it's like my first boy. You know, so I do think, like, but after like a million kids, like, and you already
You're
have
like,
a
I
boy
want what I
and a
want.
girl, and you're
Yeah.
like, what's the point?
What's
I
the
don't-
point? Yes.
And you don't want to, and especially if you don't know and you want something, I don't think you should have a gender reveal if you know what sex you want.
Yeah.
Like if you want a girl and then you have a gender reveal and you don't know and it's another boy, it can go wrong. People get angry.
I was so sad, I cried, and I was like, should we even post this? I'm
Right.
Like,
Like,
No, I forgot the reason I didn't have gender reveals.
because you waited.
I waited until birth to find out. I'm like, that's why. Yeah. I waited until birth. So I had
See,
like
that's
the
kinda
actual
cool.
gender reveal.
I've thought about that. I thought that would be kind of cool to
Yeah.
like wait.
Yeah.
I didn't want gender
okay,
disappointment. I wanted a
Too
boy really bad the first time, really bad. So I didn't want 20 weeks of being like upset. So
You would have been.
yeah, I would have been. I would have been so
She had a girl
disappointed.
first.
Yeah. But now I'll tell you what, that third baby boy of mine, it almost, like, I kind of would be okay with a fourth one.
Yeah?
At this point. Like, if I got
Changed it
pregnant
for
again. Yeah, because I'm like, he's just so cute. And, like, I'm a
Yeah.
boy mom. And, like, it's just
Boy
cool.
moms
Like, I
are
got my
great.
little tribe.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so teenage years or toddler stage?
Oh, God, toddler.
I think toddlers. I don't. If they were all KK, I would say toddlers. I mean teenagers, but I love toddlers.
It's just.
Oh, she's going into the preteen stage.
I'm in the
so
preteen stage
That's
right
me.
now.
And that's why I'm like, get somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm toddlers.
But toddlers are really, really no-limit soldiers.
I don't mind it.
I mean, they're really nuts.
I don't mind it. I love it.
Whereas the teenager, at least you could have a real, like, you know what I'm saying.
That makes it worse.
It does. That's why I really have no answer, guys. And this is the first time in mom's
She's like
actually
not even a
history.
maybe. She's like, I
don't even
got
have a
none for
maybe.
you.
I don't know.
I know. Yeah. The teen year, mine's
ghetto.
14 now. And I'm like, woo.
Yeah.
Please don't be me
Yes.
on steroids. Don't do
My
that.
daughter is me right now, and it's I'm getting
Scary.
it. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. She's great.
I know. I
it's
love my
crazy.
kid too. Love you. Really.
You always got to finish with, but I love them.
So good. Love you. She actually watches these, so love you, girl. But just give me a little break.
Yeah, be nice to your mom. Last one. I already know her answer.
Okay, last one. Girls trip or trip with your man.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. I've done both. I love them both.
That's true.
Equally.
That's true.
Like I don't know if I
could.
could. If I had to pick, I've had like amazing
girls trips, but the man.
Yeah, I'm
with
like
your man is so
before this
fun.
year, it would have definitely been my man. But yeah,
we've had some pretty
epic trips.
Last year we did it up.
If I would have known it could be like that, I think I would have done them a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you hear so much drama with girls and like, oh,
you gotta have the right
this and
group.
The right group.
It has to be the right group.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not.
Did you guys do one?
Yeah.
We went to. Where did we go? Bahamas for my birthday. That's where we went.
That's
And
cute.
It was great.
Oh,
It was
time.
perfect.
See, but you guys got the whole girl squad. Good girls.
I mean, yeah, but honestly, we had never all traveled together.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
And just kind of,
It just worked.
It just worked.
Yeah,
That's good.
it was good. I would also say middle because I love a good girls trip. Like it's just a time. It's so fun. You really get to let your hair down. But then with your man, it's just a different vibe.
Because even
You
when
get to
I
be
go-
sexy,
Even when I
wear
travel
stuff that's a
with
little
my
different.
husband, I like, and I think we both do, we like people around. Like, my husband
Yes.
can make friends with anybody.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about him, too, because I'm like, I meet so many different people that way. So we end up, it turns into like a fake group trip usually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are fun.
Yeah.
I've done those too, and I
Yeah.
like them because it's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Really.
Yes.
You guys can split up. The girls do
Yeah,
their thing.
right.
The guys do their thing. You come back. You still with your man.
Yeah,
fun.
I love that too.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Okay, so now that we have you here,
Nice and
Sure.
warmed up.
Yeah,
I
Everything's
know,
good
that
now.
was good.
best friends for 5 years,
Yes.
girls trip soon come.
Yes.
Let's do it. That's
So
so fun.
I want
She's
to
like, invite me.
Yeah, she's like,
Nice.
she's gonna see Instagram. She's gonna be like, so y'all went on
So
a
y'all-
trip.
so
You
y'all
said,
forgot,
you said
huh?
I was invited.
Right. We got you, girl.
Okay, so is there anything that you wanted to be able to talk about that you just usually don't because of either the nature of your platform time? Like, we want to make sure that we're just getting to know you on a different level. Like, is there anything you want to share about yourself, your life, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I share so much of my life that I feel like there's really like nothing left sometimes to share. But I think just that like I do work really hard.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people don't really get to see that. They just see the result of what we put out there for them.
Yes.
And like even with you guys in this right now, like
Yeah.
this is a big setup. This is a whole production. This
Yes.
isn't just like, you know, it's a lot of work and it requires a lot of energy.
Yes.
And just that, like, I feel like people should just be kind sometimes. Like, the internet can be, like, the biggest critic and the biggest bully to even just anybody. You don't have to be famous. Like, people just have something to say regardless. And I think, like, just like you appreciate your craft and what you do, like, you should just appreciate other people for what they do as well. And it's not like I need, like, a woe is me, like, oh, my God, my life's so hard, because it's not. Like, it's hard, but it's not.
I love that.
Like,
You
it's
know?
just like gnats. It's
But
like,
it's just like a lot of people, I think that they assume like with content creation that it's just easy. Like you just pick up a camera and you just,
No.
but
that's
like,
why I said no, it's not.
It's
yeah.
not.
And it's
Yeah.
like my family, sometimes they don't even want to come over because they know how hard we work. Like they know that they don't get even time and attention from us either. So it's like people think like your house is just so fun and like everything you do is so perfect and like everything is so well articulated and aesthetic and this and that. But it's like, no, you don't realize how many countless hours go into these shots. And like, if you don't have a whole team behind you doing it, like, and you're just running it yourself and then going back and forth with the emails and stuff. So I feel like that's really the only side to me that social media has never really seen is like, my life is like, it's like this. Like, it's not smooth as it looks when I post it. You know, like there's so much more in between. And I think that that's what a lot of people don't really even know about me, to be honest.
And I think with you being, like you said specifically, I create aesthetic content. When you hear that word, I create perfect content. Like I create what you would imagine in your brain, the dream. And so what is it like creating the most perfect setup, the most perfect result, while also going through a really, really tough time in your life, or something that might be a little bit hard to grapple with? Like, you guys are trying to conceive right now. And, you know, your son and all of those different things are not always aesthetic.
Aesthetic, right?
Yeah. So what is that like?
So it's funny you say that, because that was the first time in my life where I felt like the aesthetic went out the window. And I was like, either my audience is gonna like me or they're not.
We're gonna find out today.
We're gonna find out, because I'm going through some real non-aesthetic stuff. Like, my son just died in my garage, and I had to bring him back to life with my husband and pray that God was gonna keep him. After 2 weeks after I lost my brother. So how less aesthetic can it get? And I mean, you're talking about, this is the highlight of my career. Like, I'm getting 10 and 20 and 30 and 40 million views off of being aesthetic. You know, like, and people hold me to this standard of, oh, you have to be perfect, and like the angle has to be perfect, and we're only gonna watch you if you show this part of your house, or if you show me your house. Like, almost to the point where your house becomes your personality, instead of people caring about what they did at the beginning, which is you. And then I show you, oh my gosh, I'm going through this trauma with my son. So I kind of liked it. I think I don't like that my son went through that. That, because people can confuse that as well. And I feel like some people think, oh, she loves that happened to her kid because she can get views. I don't want views like that. Please be aware. I was getting hundreds of millions of views before my kid ever had a cardiac arrest, and I would continue to get hundreds of millions of views without him going through cardiac arrest. But when he did go through cardiac arrest, it showed my audience that I am not always perfect. And plus, I'm not. Like, I come from the hood. Like, I come from the 330, Warren, Ohio, Youngstown. Like, I'm not from an aesthetic background. I'm very much so born and raised in a trailer. I'm very much so born and raised where my lights get cut off, and I've had to be on food stamps, and my mom never cooked because she was working too hard, so many jobs, you know? And like, that is what another thing people don't know about me, is like, they think now that you see this rich life and this and that, it's always, oh, you're just trying to show how rich you are. You're just trying to this and that. And it's like, no, this is what you're telling me you want to see, because when I don't post this, you're not watching it. And my job is to be a content creator. So if you want this kind of content, it doesn't matter what I want to show you. It matters what you want to watch.
You look at the analytics and you give more of what's
that's a good point.
You know what I mean? And so I feel like sometimes, like, people get it lost in translation. Oh, Brooke Ashley Hall is stuck up. She's full of herself. She thinks she's too good. But no, I'm not. I am full because of the people in my life, and I do love my life, and I am appreciative of what I have because I never had it. You know, like, I'm very thankful for it, and not a day in my life would I go by and be like, oh, you know, I'm not grateful for this. I'm grateful every single day. I wake up, I'm like, holy crap, I'm not on food stamps anymore. Holy crap, I'm not living in a single wide trailer with a bedroom the size of my bathroom. You know, like, those are different. Like, why not be proud of that?
It's like you go to therapy so you can be confident in your life. But if you're confident, people have issue with that.
And for a long time, I kind of felt like people always went like this when I was down, and when I was hurting, and when I was in a smaller house, and when I was like sharing more of just funny. But once I really tapped into my blessings, then all of a sudden it's, oh, she's doing too much. Oh, she's trying too hard. Oh, she's too successful now. We don't like that for her.
I'm working.
And it's like, I want to give you guys the raw and the uncut, but will you watch the raw and the uncut? Because at the end of the day, I still have to pay the bills because I've decided to make this a career instead of
And because this is my lifestyle, so I have to fund it.
Exactly. And so, I feel like that is the one time where people kind of got this uncut, raw, unfiltered version of me. But then I didn't like it either, because then I felt like people started using it as ammo towards me.
That's what I was gonna ask next, because I did see some TikToks that's like you finally started responding to people. Or like, you know, the sentiment or what have you.
Yeah, well, when I shared my son, and I share when I'm trying to conceive, and I share all these things, then it's like, well, you know you have a life-threatening hyperemesis gravidarum disease. How dare you try to get pregnant? How dare you try to have another kid when your kid has heart condition?
Yeah.
How dare you have another kid when your kid has speech therapy and speech problems, and you don't even care about the ones you have, so how dare you have more?
Yeah.
Whose place is it to, that makes you not want to share anything. Why would I want to tell you anything about me? And as soon as I say, hey, I'm Brooke Ashley Hall and my kid's suffering with a speech problem, and you use it and say, well, why would you want to have more kids? Like,
so why would I tell you any of my
more?
business?
Because you're just going to use it like, sling. So I'm like, okay. So it's like, okay, I'd rather you say, oh, all Brooke Ashley Hall has is her house, is her personality, because it hurts a lot less than you making fun of my children. You know? So
I need to pause on that.
Yeah. I mean, adults could be bullies.
Adults are bullies. That's how kids learn it.
Jeez.
And it's hurt people hurt people. No,
I'm too
I want to. If I want to cry, I could imagine.
That's okay, because I think it is important to be able to show. No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I think
I'm good.
Okay,
I can feel
to show
emotion
that.
very easy, so like, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like,
it's
people
not
are going to
okay.
say what they have to say.
Yeah, I think
it's not okay.
I'm saying it's okay that you get emotional because, to your point, everybody does see the Brooke Ashley Hall that is, doing all the stuff, and they probably think because they're saying all these things, it just rolls off. But this is a moment to show that it doesn't roll off. Like, this is a human being who is trying to conceive, who is a mother, who is trying to take care of her son who is sick, and it's a lot.
And when you hear things like, sorry,
no, it's
don't
okay.
apologize.
But like, I was on live yesterday, having a good time, just like doing my makeup, like sharing how to be positive. And one of the comments, like, I try so hard not to read comments.
Yeah.
And I hate that because I built a community where I want to hear the people.
Yeah.
But when I hear them too much, and my mom always told me, for every one negative thing you say, you have to say like 10 positive things to like help someone. And you'll hear all these good ones, and then you'll hear, well, when's your son gonna have his 4th cardiac arrest? Like, no. Or they like wish death on your child that has already nearly died. And it's like, why do you guys say stuff like that? Like,
oh, that's awful.
Like, why? And I never like share that, I just say, oh my gosh, I wish them well in hell.
I've never heard that before, but you might hear that again.
Wow.
So just know this is her credit when I say it, but I might not say it.
I think I stole that from Cardi.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Wow. That was
it came out at the right time.
I needed that.
But it's true. It's hard because you want to show something aspirational. We talk about fake it till you make it. Words matter. All of that stuff. So it's like you can still go through what you're going through and present something else because it's like what I said on one episode. I'm not about to be in bed crying every day, feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah.
Like, I control my life. I control what happens from there. Yeah. And whether it takes me hours to make content or not, like, there's 99% of my life you don't see in the appointments that I'm at and the stuff that I'm dealing with and what have you. So it's like you said, if they aren't gonna be there in the right way for the real stuff, why would you show them that?
Sometimes I feel like I have to withdraw, like how much is too much and where is the line drawn? And that's where I get to where I'd be like, I want to just go off the grid. Like, what is it worth to have to hear this when I wake up? And don't get me wrong, I have like comment filters on and things so I can protect myself.
Yes,
and I won't look at them because I don't want to see it. But it's like, how much is too much? And it's not like, honest to God, I love my community. We get like hundreds of millions of views a month. Like, there's mostly 98% positive there. Yeah. My community is very positive. I will never discredit my audience because they're so positive and they've been through me and they've rode with me through that entire time and they prayed for me and they uplifted me and they've always believed in me. And the core audience, they know what I've been through and they know where we come from. And I love that, and those are the people I wake up for. But it's not to say that the ones that do talk crap don't get to you sometimes. I just try my best to avoid it. But when you're getting it by the thousands or by the hundreds, like, it's noticeable. It's not like just one comment, like, it's like, and then when people when people piggyback it and like it. And then it's like, oh my God, now all these people feel that way too. And it's just like, I'm still a human, you know? Like, I'm still a person. I know that you hate me because of what you see and you think that it's unfair.
Yeah,
they hate
but it's a projection.
I don't think you can hate someone, especially you've never met. Like, you can't. It's a reflection of what you don't have in your life or what you want in your life.
100%.
It literally has nothing to do with you, but you get to feel all the effects of it, which isn't fair. But, you know, hurt people, free people.
Yeah.
But, and no matter how, because we learn to respond with love and positivity, because hopefully that rubs off on them. But who was it? Someone was talking about residue. It still leaves a residue on you. Like, it's still, you can pass off as much as you want, but the more it happens, the more that's left on you.
Yeah.
So speaking of everything that you have really described with the lifestyle and really why you don't want to always go, you know, unfiltered and uncut, I want to take it back to when we were doing It's Giving Motherhood and we slightly talked about the friendships. Would you say that has a big role in it as well with how you've elevated during this time of your career? Do you think it makes it hard for you to really have a village?
Yes, that has been the toughest thing for me. Friendship in general is hard, especially when I feel like you're a good person and you really value friendships and relationships, but then you blow up into success and now people are coming out of nowhere that you want to believe the best of them because you think that they want the best for you as well. And in friendships, it's just so hard. Like, I prefer friendships of people that almost, like, I have some influencer friends, don't get me wrong, but I prefer friends that really don't care about it because I don't ever want to feel like my friendship is based on my presence.
Like who you are.
On social media. Like, I never want to feel like when I come hang out with you, I have to, I have to film. I have to tell people. I have plenty of friends that I hang out with and no one would ever know. You know what I mean? They just come to my community, we hang out, we listen to music together. I don't ever post about it on social media. They don't have a ton of followers. They're just real, genuine people. Even my neighbors, they're just genuine. Their intentions are pure. They don't have any, like, I want what you want, which is, I like that. Like, I like people to want what I want, but I don't like to feel like our friendship is contingent on what I have to offer.
It's like a competition. Do you ever feel like that?
Not even a competition. I feel like it's sometimes like people want what you want so badly that they need content with you almost. Like, they need content with you to survive. Like, and you think it's just fun and friendship, but then it turns out to be like, no, like it could be like, say my dog goes viral, right? I'm not viral, but you only want me to come over because my dog's viral. So now you need me to bring my dog because you know my dog's viral. So it's like some people, fame is a drug. Fame is a drug. And when people get a taste of the fame, and it's not even to say like I'm famous, I'm this big hotshot. I've been seen a lot. I'm an influencer. I'm not considered an A-list celebrity. Like, I'm just I'm considered someone who has influence to a lot of people. And thank you. But like, it's a drug. Like, you do crave it in a sense. You're like, oh my gosh, I hit 1 million today. I want to hit 1 million tomorrow. I want to hit more millions the next day. And people sometimes in friendships, they see that. They see increase. They want to increase too. So it becomes less about a friendship and more about a business exchange. And I already have to run a business 24/7 with my husband. When I have a friend, I want to be able to just have a friend. I don't want to have to be on the clock creating content. You know, and like some of my good influencer friends, we are like that. Like, I have a beautiful influencer friend here. I come visit her sometimes. We don't have to create content. I just come kick it on her, chill on the couch like I am right now. We just chill. Nobody ever knows we ever hung out. I might post a story about like, you know, something that I'm there, but it's because I like her as a friend. It's not because like I need clout. You know, it's just I'm a friend. I love you as a friend. But friendships are hard because you have to pick and choose so wisely of who really wants to be your friend, who really likes you, or who's pretending to like you because they really want what you have. And it's hard because if you didn't like me before I had views and I was trying to get you to hang out with me before I had views and you kept
dodging
me and like, oh, I can't hang out here and there. But then all of a sudden you see, ooh, I got views.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you want to do some, you want to hang out?
Yeah.
You want to get the kids together? You want to have fun? You want to like, then all of a sudden it's, oh, okay. But I'm thinking, oh, somebody likes me. Like, wow, I have a friend. I don't really have too many friends, so this is great. Like, I have a friend. But like, it can be hard sometimes because people's intentions. The intention behind the friendship is what matters the most to me. I don't like beneficial and I don't like intentional friendships.
Especially because we're all adults and we're going through real life. Like social media and all that stuff, that's great, cool, awesome. It's a job. But like you have real life that you're going through. So you need a friend to be able to come over on the days that you're not feeling that great or text you and say, hey girl, I know you guys are dealing a lot with the kids, like, or maybe you want to hang out with just your oldest son. Let me go and take the other ones to the trampoline park or something like that. Like, you need a friend to do that type of stuff.
Yeah, because I feel like there's really back to the competition thing. I don't think there's competition in the influencer world if you hang out with influencers that are already
up there
doing their thing. Like, you don't need me to come over for you to crack some views on your page. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need me to come over to crack some views, and I don't need you to come over to crack some views for me. But that's the sad thing about social media is it's like, it's a number game, and everybody just wants numbers. Numbers are what pays the bills, so everybody wants numbers. And it's like, that's where it becomes hard to have friendships, and why I think it's cool to have friends in real estate, and I think it's cool to have investor friends, and I think it's cool to have friends that don't do this, because then I don't feel like you're coming over to come do a TikTok really quick, or stuff like that. So that's really my biggest thing in friendship. I love friends, and I love the friends that I have.
But you are open to new friends.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, 100%.
Because some people, they get burned, and then they're like, no new friends.
It's like your
mess me with all that.
Like, especially how you started out. Like, it's similar to me. Like, you think everybody has good intentions.
Until they don't.
Because you want to be people's friends. Like, you're still in your core who you were before.
I'm still little Brooke from the trailer park that likes friends.
So your first thought isn't like, people want to be my friends because of views or for money. Because I've had people, I think friends are more insulated. People like want to work with me or help me because they think they're going to get a check. So it's like, but you really think people have good intentions because you have good intentions. So it's like, someone wouldn't just do that.
Yes.
And then when I find out they do, I'm just like,
yeah.
I'll even be asking Morgan sometimes because I don't want to bring it up. Sometimes I'm like, you think?
I'm like, yes, Blair. I'm her.
You're the husband.
Your husband?
Yeah, she's that for me.
Never mind. I was about to go there, but.
But
yes, I am usually the husband that I'm like, no, Blair.
Because I feel bad even thinking it sometimes because I am not like that. So I'm like, I'm like,
And you're like, no, I want the best for you. Even though I know that you're thriving and I know that you have an amazing life, I still want the best for you, even though I brought it from the trenches. Like, I'm coming out of nothing, and I literally have 2 pennies to myself right now, and I still want to share with you.
So
and you don't even need
your closet. I need to make some money for my birthday. I was like, no. I really get texts like that.
Weird.
Like, it's really, I get stuff like that.
Yeah, see, and then you have to think about people's intentions. Like, they only want to text you.
I don't want to help you or I care about you. Like, I need some money. My birthday's coming up. I was like, got it.
Yeah, and it's not like
now I know.
Did they text you ever before?
No,
that's weird.
No.
See, I don't like those kind of texts either.
I'm sorry, but I have to put that
every time I tell her stuff,
that is
like,
weird.
That's really said to you.
Yeah, come on.
See, friendships can be weak.
Yeah.
They can just be kind of, but the thing that I think matters the most is, like you said, your intention.
Yeah.
Your intention was always pure from the beginning, so you're always going to reap the reward of that intention. And you have to always think, the people that had unpure intentions towards you, they're going to also reap the intention of that. They're going to reap what happens.
They're the ones that share the story because you've moved on. You're like, oh, thank you, husband, and you're talking to your husband. They're the ones like, oh man, Blair, she, or Brooke, she isn't. And it's just like, but I'm not just at home. But you're the problem.
You have gone high. You say all the millions of views, all the things. Do you ever get in the moment where you're like, this is it? Or are your ambitions still, especially as you're a mother, you're still, hoping to become a mom of what, 4?
4, I want a baby girl.
Yes,
she said
you're
girl
gonna get your girl.
Coming. You are. The girl mom is in you.
Yes,
it's there
really
somewhere.
Yes. So, do you ever have that moment of you're like, I still have a lot of ambition and I have these things, or you're kind of like, this is it.
You know, I position myself in a way to where I can't run out, if that makes sense.
I like that.
Like, I never get myself in a place of complacency to where I feel comfortable enough that I could tap out.
Okay.
I always want to feel stretched.
What's in game for you? Like, how far do you go down the content lane? Like, do you have a goal and like, when we do this, like, this is it? Or is it like, this is now a lifestyle? I mean, it's lifestyle, but you know what I mean? Like,
I don't plan on doing it forever.
Okay.
I plan on moving the money around. I like being in real estate. I like big monopoly pieces. I like getting my money in hands on things that have nothing to do with social media. Because in game, I don't want to do it long time. I like sharing, but I don't care too much anymore. Like, it's not as much as like I like waking up every day and sharing, don't get me wrong. But I like sharing real stuff. Like, I don't want to feel like I have to wake up and show you 18 million different angles all the time. I like to do it. It's fun because I'm a content creator and I like art.
you want to get back to it being like a choice, like you're doing what
I
you
want it to kind of
do.
be a choice. Like, I don't want to have to wake up and make it do what it
When the
has to
fun
do.
thing becomes a job. So it's a job right now.
Anything
And you want to get to
becomes
the point once you can make it fun, like just fun again.
Yeah, so I'd say I think once our house is paid off in full and I have my baby girl and, we have enough reserve to just live until we die, then fine.
So if you have a boy, would you
If
go
I had a
one more
girl?
time? No, if you have a
if I had a
boy
boy?
for the next one, would you?
My husband wants 2 girls.
Oh.
So we're kind of considering IVF twins.
Okay.
But I don't know.
That'll be the way.
I have really bad pregnancies, so I don't know. But yeah, and I heard girl pregnancies are way harder.
Oh, my girl. See, I am not the person to ask. I'm like the annoying pregnant person. It's like Disney princess pregnancy. My daughter treated me much better than my son. I know they say
My
like
daughter
girls steal your.
treated
Oh
me-
yeah, her son treated
my
her.
son treated me the worst of all my pregnancies. So you might be all right.
Yeah.
See?
We
And
gonna
people
put that
say
on.
that the girls give you more hormones or something.
yeah,
and I'm
They
like,
say that.
They
But
say that.
shoot.
But
I'm
who's
thinking,
they? They
right.
is they.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm thinking maybe the girls might give me a break.
Yeah, I think
You
they
know?
will. It's
Especially
true.
if
You've
you're
had it all with
getting
your
there.
boys, so we're gonna say.
I did.
Yeah, we're gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do moms actually need to hear? What do you think moms actually need to hear right now?
Moms actually need to hear that. Oh, there's so much. I could just go on and on. That you like set your intention. Like, your intention is so meaningful and it's so powerful. And like, I don't know why I just learned that this week, okay? But setting your intention and understanding, because sometimes your intention is off, and when you just slightly adjust that intention, it makes your day go so much smoother.
Yeah.
Like, you're not so much thinking like, I don't want to say evil, but like sometimes you can be like still mad about something that you've seen or something, and like your intention for the day, or your kid did something and like it makes you like, oh my God, and your intention is like, I want to get back at my kid, maybe. I don't know. I never really had that kind of intention, but but I feel like if you just slightly adjust it to like a learning experience, or I want the best for my kid. So even though my kid spilled milk all over the floor, I'm gonna love him today. Or I want the best for this person. So even though they did me wrong, I'm still gonna work it out for good. And like, I feel like just the more that you set those intentions, the more you reap back into your life better things. So like, obviously I could go on and tell you like, you're doing great, you're doing amazing. But I feel like intentions are so pure and you're so worth it, and everything about you is just enough. Like, you are enough to fulfill your day and to get your tasks done and to get your schedule done and to check off every box on your to-do list. Like, you have everything inside of you to do that. And that's basically what I would say to moms today.
Well, you said it, and that was good.
That was so good, and I'm sure that many mothers needed to hear that. So we are so grateful.
Yes, thank you so
for
much.
Thank you for just talking with us. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for just actually taking off that, what you don't normally get to do, and just relaxing with us and talking and giving other women out there just something to really hold on to. Because I think, again, so many women, they see the quick stuff and they don't really get to hold on to the meat.
The substance of
the
who you are.
substance, And so I do believe that you have inspired many women who are either trying to conceive or just trying to make it, and they've come from, a background where you've come from, and now to see where you are, I'm pretty sure that you inspire so many women.
That's one thing, I have to add it.
Yes.
Is like, no matter where you started, I hope, I just love that she said that, because that has always been the core of my messaging on my social media, is is that no matter where you start, no matter what you've been through, no matter if you don't have a father, if you started off in a trailer, if you can't get the best job, if you didn't graduate, if you can't get it, no matter what if, like, you still have everything inside of you to make your dreams a reality, like today. Like today. I'm not saying like everyone is gonna be this exact version of me or exact version of you, but like you have exactly what's in you to be the best version of yourself. And I just feel like that's so powerful. And if anyone could see, like if I can do it, like it blows my mind to this day to know where I was. And the journey to get here was very, very, very long and hard. But just to know that it's possible, I think is what people need to know. It's possible. And if anyone can just give you a little tiny piece of hope to know that it's possible, please take it from me, take it from these beautiful women. Like, your life can change in an instant. Like, 6 months is enough. 3 months is enough. A week is enough.
Sometimes
like,
a day.
Sometimes a day is enough to just like change your entire life. So never sleep on you.
Yes.
I love you, girls.
Thank you so much.
Girls I need in my life.
This has been incredible.
That's the best part, is meeting just great people through doing this.
I think this is literally my favorite part of what we do, is we get to meet such amazing women, and we usually stick around, you know? Once you met us,
like
you
super
can't get
glue,
rid of us.
like you're
You're like, why is she DMing me?
Yeah, like,
no,
she thought we were friends.
Yeah, they thought we were really friends. They didn't know this was just like a little, you know, we really stick around.
Exactly. So,
thank you
so
guys.
much.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Mom.
What's up?